We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. In today's video, we are wrapping up our playthrough of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith for Xbox. It's also for PS2 for this way of playing it. There's handheld versions as well, Game Boy and Nintendo DS, but those look completely different. But last time we ended off with Anakin defeating Mace Windu, and he turns to the dark side. So now the rest of this gameplay is going to be Anakin's dark side, and then the battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan at the end. Yes. We do have an awesome thing that does happen at the very end, so stick around for that. If you haven't seen the secret mission in this game, we will be playing through that for you so you can experience that with us as well. Woohoo! So our first level that we get to play is something that I wish was in the movie, but it's not. And that is when Anakin goes to the Jedi Temple, he takes out all the Jedi. So we actually get to play that.
So it'll be interesting. I have not seen this before.
Yeah, so there's this mission where you take out all the like random Jedi. I would say like, ones that aren't specific. This is a big thing that wasn't in the movie that I wish was.
Are you about to take out that librarian?
Yep. So we fight the Padawans now. There's that Force Lightning. Yeah, baby. Once you turn to the dark side, you do get Force Lightning.
Very cool.
But what I was saying was there's this level that wasn't in the movies, and then there's a level after it, which obviously we'll be seeing pretty soon, that is pretty big that wasn't in the movies either. I think it was in the books, though. Or I should say the book. There's only one book.
You know, when you said you were coming here to defeat the young Jedi, my mind did not go to Padawans. I thought you were saying you were excited to defeat the younglings. I was very confused.
No, I don't think you actually get to murder, like, toddlers. I don't remember that.
I was not sure where you were going with this earlier when that's what I thought you were saying. These guys can at least defend themselves.
Yeah.
They're not as strong as you are, but they have somewhat of a chance compared to the younglings.
Ooh, there's a secret. So my force bar moved up a little bit and refilled.
It's now larger than your health.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because this is after 66? Is that why the trooper's
This
not...
is currently 66.
But that's why the trooper's not trying to shoot you?
Yeah, he's not shooting me because he knows I'm with him. Remember, they marched in with him to the temple.
I gotcha.
But, he should be helping me out a little bit and trying to kill the other guys.
He did one shot, but then he just stared at the wall.
they can block your lightning, so you know you actually have to see them to make sure it's working. But I thought we should try it.
Seems pretty cool. Even if it's just for show, it looks neat.
It's a really nice touch that they were able to add something that made him different when he actually switched to the dark side. It wasn't just a cosmetic switch. I do believe, if I remember correctly, when I was younger, once you get to this point, and let's say you want to go back and replay the Count Dooku level or any of them that are before this, for that matter, the lightning stays with you. So even if you go back and play the light side levels, you would still have Force Lightning.
That's pretty cool.
I'm also a big fan of the dark side. I'm Team Empire in this household. So it's kind of cool to play this level. You know, destroy the Republic. Now we have the Masterful activated.
Do you choose when you activate that, or is it just whenever it fills up?
Whenever it fills up.
Okay.
Sometimes when you destroy stuff, you know, you can come across those secrets. For some reason I thought that would deactivate. Maybe it'll happen in a minute. Or not.
Think there's a secret in there?
I just feel like I remember going in there at one point. These guys are more of like the brutes, but you know, we took him out really quick.
They are called Jedi Brutes, yep.
Oh! I did not see that.
I don't think it showed on screen till after you said that, but that's pretty funny.
That's how you dodge. You block and then push jump.
Glad we figured that out 2/3 through the game.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
This one's definitely a bit more of an issue than the previous one. There we go. There we go. We deactivated the shield from that door, so now we can actually go to it. Make sure there's nothing over here. Heal ourselves. Now that door is able to go through. We just gotta cut it open.
Apologies if I missed it. Is this the door you wanted to go through earlier or a different one?
It's the same. It's the one from earlier.
Oh, okay. So
We
you are
had-
gonna get to go through here.
We had to push a button to take the shield down.
Ah, okay. Did you just try to health up when your health was full?
I didn't know if it was exactly full, so I thought I'd just see. This one's a pretty significantly long level, as you can see by the amount of experience points. The longer the bar is, the longer the level. So it's a pretty good level for Anakin to get boosted up with XP.
You know, your first few levels that you played with him, the levels were about the same size as your health bar, which at that time was before you found more secrets, so it was even smaller than it is now.
Mm-hmm. Destroy that door.
I was like, what are we waiting for, guys? Come on.
One down. Oh. Oh.
What a creepy laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried to do that jump that he just did, where you're on your back and you try to jump up onto your feet without using your hands?
Like in person, have I tried it?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Maybe on a trampoline. Ooh, I found a secret.
It's very, very difficult.
I know I've done a front flip and a back flip on a trampoline.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you still could?
Oh, yeah.
I was always too scared I'd break my neck, so I never tried.
Now you just gotta whip yourself around. Now, landing on my feet, that's a different thing, but I've definitely at least completed the flip.
What do you land on then? Your back?
Your butt.
Mm.
At the bare minimum. Make sure there's no secrets over here. So now we get to blast Jedi with this turret. And the ships. The point is the ships.
Jedi are just an added bonus, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Ooh, I overheated it on accident. Just like in a previous video, we were attacking a separatist ship, I should say. You have to have the circle around your cursor to make sure you know you're actually hitting it.
Ooh, you're gonna overheat.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is not good.
You're getting annihilated. There's too many of them!
And now we're overheating. Dear Lord.
There we go.
Which is something that's in the book, but not in the movie.
What is that? A person?
Yep, Syndraulic.
Do you know what species they are?
Human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of secrets in that one, but we only found 2 of them.
That was a lot of XP.
Yeah, it was. So our next mission is a dual mission. Have you seen Sarah spelled that way before?
I have had people spell my name that way before, yes. It's a very odd way to spell it. And I've never known anybody else to spell it that way until now.
Yay, Star Wars!
That was a pretty powerful trick.
Too bad it didn't work.
What is this? Why do so they're clearly all fighting somebody, right? Why do they have
training
their
session.
Oh, I'm like thinking it's like the Jedi Council, you know, where it's the hologram of them. I'm like, why do they have their holograms up when they're getting their butts beat? I didn't realize it was a training room. That makes a lot more sense. Ooh, that was powerful.
Yeah, it was. Heal, heal, heal.
She doesn't see you because you're standing in the corner.
Apparently.
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
I probably should have saved that the saber crystal for the end of the battle, so I would have got a lot of XP, but things happen. It's all good. Because now I'm going to defeat her and it's going to be a fair. Instead of masterful.
So you get less XP for it?
Right. Yeah. In our previous video, we talked about how, like, those are the clashes where you have to mash your buttons to try to defeat the other person in it. And we talked a little bit about how there used to be a controller for this game that was wireless for the Xbox, and that controller had a special button on it where if you went into the clashes, then you would get basically an automatic win if you pushed it. I had the really nice ability to be able to have one of those controllers, and the button didn't work for me. This is Syndraulic. So you can kind of hear his language is the same as when he was fighting Obi-Wan. There's a secret for us. That was a red secret, so that means our health was restored and it made our health bar bigger.
It's now the same as your force bar for how long it is. It's pretty cool. How much longer do you think till we get our red saber?
Did he have a red saber in the movie?
Not until he was Darth Vader, huh?
Alright, so that won't happen in the game. I mean, he is Darth Vader right now, he's just not in the suit. But...
Is he though? Because they called him Lord Vader earlier.
he's still a Darth. His Sith name is Darth Vader, but he's a Lord because he's part of the rule of two. You can be addressed as both.
What are the requirements to be a Darth?
A person of the Sith. You get the name from Pelps. That's the requirement. Oh. Kick move. See, what would be cool, if you watched this channel in the past, you know I do Star Wars Black Series figures on the channel, and GameStop does its own exclusive line of Black Series figures where it's video game characters. It'd be cool to get some of these characters that weren't in the movies as figures. It's like a figure of Syndraulic and Sarah. That'd be cool. Even like a 2-pack.
Yes. Waste and use up your force ability so you can't heal.
Yeah, because he can heal too. Just as much as I can heal, they can heal.
Pretty hard for him to beat you when you got him pinned in a corner like that.
Yeah. We're gonna get a decent score here. Got him. See, wouldn't that have been cool in the movie? But at least we get to play it. It's kind of a callback to Vader's line of saying, "This will be a day long, remember."
When does he say that?
In A New Hope.
When what's happening?
I
remember him
when
saying
they discover
it,
that Kenobi is on the... Or no, it's when the Death Star battle is about to happen. Because he said it was the end of Kenobi and soon the end of the rebellion.
Got a lot of XP from that battle too.
Yep. I know he has at least one more pretty big level coming up. So now we're going to shift back over to Obi-Wan's point of view of everything that's going on. And as you can see here, Order 66 just happened. So now instead of droids, or I should say just droids, we now have to deal with the clones coming after us. Yeah, excuse me? This was, in my opinion, one of the harder. These next couple levels were some of the harder ones I remember as a kid. That didn't help.
I like how your mission is to escape the clone ambush, but it's blocked off by a force field. Like, I can't escape!
It's impossible. That's okay, we'll farm some XP. They were looking out for us. Right. Make sure to heal up before you go into battle.
Stop shooting at me! Ah!
What she said. Even though this level is, pretty challenging, I will say it is neat that we get to experience this level, because I'm pretty sure in the movie you just see like Obi-Wan overhear the clones talking, and then you see him run to Grievous's ship, and you don't really get to see Obi-Wan do any type of retaliation against the clones.
Can you explain to me and the audience, for those who don't know, remind me again why the clones are listening to Palpatine? Like, just because they can hear him say that doesn't mean they necessarily would want to, like... If he was really their enemy, wouldn't they be like, oh, that's funny that you want me to fight for you?
Well, let's call it back to the Bad Batch, because in the Bad Batch there was an episode where I think it was Cody wanted to remove the chip that was in in Wrecker's brain, because Wrecker kept he had hit his head in the show, and he kept having these thoughts of good soldiers follow orders, and that's because the clones have these chips in their brains that make them follow orders from the Emperor specifically. So most of them have these chips, not all. We see that some of them are malfunctioned, but because they have those chips, they do follow orders. Get my butt handed to me by a couple of these walkers. Okay, we got one down.
Thank you for that recap. I know I've seen the Bad Batch and I was part of those discussions, but my mind was just blanking and wasn't making the connection between this movie or game and the Bad Batch series.
Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, so these guys are tough to take care of. It's also an interesting dynamic on this level too, because the droids are still fighting the clones, so in a way they're helping you, but at the same time you can kill them and get experience points.
And what do you choose to do?
Kill them!
Get that experience. Aren't they still trying to fight you too?
Yeah, if they see me, you know, they'll try to attack me too, but they're preoccupied with the clones. There must have been a secret in that tank because I happened to find one, which was a health one. We just keep on coming.
I must have missed you getting some force secrets because your force bar is still larger than your health.
Yeah. You may have just seen that I used Force Stun, which briefly made the clone turn against his own clones. I don't do it very often, just because it takes a long time to actually work, and if it doesn't go through all the way in that shot, then it's kind of wasted. Go. And of course, there's some following behind me. We weaken them quite a bit with those explosions. Oh, they're across. I know I threw something at one, but for some reason I thought they weren't a part of it. Oh, here it is.
It would have been a pretty tough battle because you can hardly even see over there because they're so tiny.
Yeah. Oh, here they come.
I'll be right back.
I do like that attack for Obi-Wan. I found a random Bacta tank that I didn't see.
That's always a good thing. Better you than them.
Yeah.
Not that they can take it from you anyway, but, you know. was a guy up on that ledge, but I guess he came down to your level. He's like, I'm going in here.
It's better to be smart. Okay, so this part was kind of an annoying part back in the day. Let's see how well we handle it now.
Is this why you called this a double mission? Because it had a checkpoint?
No? I don't know if you're referring to.
This one, or maybe it was the one before you said was a double mission.
I don't remember.
That's okay. Maybe I'm just making it up. I don't know.
I had said the Syndraulic one was 2 levels that weren't in the movie.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Dang, I didn't get that one off. Because after you do the explosives, then you have to resort to throwing your lightsaber.
Does it take force powers to throw it?
Mm-hmm. So then you gotta wait for it to regenerate. And if you do what I just did, where I threw it, it takes your force, but then I got hit, so then it didn't do anything.
Ooh. So close.
That was close.
That was like a shot for shot. Who's gonna die? And we have like no health. Alright, let's go in there and kick some booty. Could you deflect that so that it shoots the clone troopers?
That's what I just did.
Oh, okay.
So to answer your question, yes.
This stuff happens so fast, sometimes it's hard to tell exactly what's happening. Ooh, sounds like there's a secret here. There you go. And you needed that too.
I did. Now I get to jump on a tank. So this is another one of those moments of, when did this happen in the movie? Never, but it would have been awesome.
What are you fighting on top of?
The tank.
It's a massive tank. That right there is probably why they didn't have it in the movie. So in real life, you can't just walk up to a gun and face it right there like that.
That's part of the video game.
Get pelted and then still stay alive.
See, this is where it cuts to. Like, the beginning of this mission cuts right to this in the movie. So we're in Grievous's ship and we get to escape Utapau. And hopefully find some Jedi still alive.
Fingers crossed.
From Obi-Wan's point of view, okay? They can all be wiped out.
Did you get a flying mission next?
No, there's no flying missions in this game. It would be neat, but nope.
Man, all these levels are getting way more XP. It's maybe the first couple levels were more tutorial, and that's why they didn't give you as much XP as these ones. But man, they have just been like, you get XP and you get XP and you get XP.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. This one's gonna have quite a bit too. This is a cool level at the end of the level, because in the movie, you know, he goes in the room with all the leaders and then does his thing. Well, we get to do that in this level, but it's a little bit of a I don't know. I don't even know what you want to call it. A little bit of a chore to get there. There's a lot to do, and the enemies are tough. But what would you expect? You're near the end of the game. See, this is a little different than the movie as well.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Because he actually waited to get in the room before he slaughtered all of them. Whereas this time, they kind of have a heads up. See, they have these, like, baton type weapons that can shock me, and then it will paralyze me momentarily. Which, they get some heavy hitters that come out that will deal some serious damage.
I love his laugh. It's just so creepy. Ooh. There we go. He talks so serious with no like fluctuation in his voice really, and then you just hear that creepy laugh. I love it.
Yeah, the voice actor definitely did a good job. It is not Hayden Christensen, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that in a bad way about the no fluctuation. It sounds like him. It's just, you know, it makes the laugh stand out that much more.
Yeah. These are the big hitters.
I swear, Jeremy, if it says big hitter when you go to hit him.
No. They are brutes, though.
Just a different kind. The other ones were Jedi Brutes. These ones are what?
Neo-medium brutes.
Oh.
Fully susceptible to lightning. Like, they can't block it, so...
Nice. All the lightning.
I love that line too.
What was it? I missed it.
You were dead when I walked through that door.
Mm.
So evil, so awesome. It's like the people that made this game just understood what needed to be that character.
That was pretty cool.
See, this is what I mean. I mean, that brute. Surprised he's not doing anything.
Can you jump over them? 'Cause that's what they do in the movie, is jump over, you know, if they're cornered.
Goodness gracious. Die.
I heard one of them die.
I probably should have healed a little bit, but... What blasters do you have?
It's a good question. Okay, now's a good healing spot. And you got more force, too, to be able to do it.
Oh... Oh, here comes another one. It's pretty nice the lava took out those guys. This is one of those levels where you gotta be patient or else they're gonna deal damage. Uh-oh. There it is. There's the first death. Told you, this is a hard level. Alright. Give that guy all we got.
I hear that you had a death?
Yep, it's a hard level, so we had our first death, unfortunately.
Did you get past that spot or not yet?
Yep,
Okay, nice.
we're past it now. Make sure we don't miss out on any secrets, potentially. Remember, if he says something about the Force, that usually means there's something there.
Did he say something?
No.
Okay.
But if I walk over there and then he says something.
Right.
Alright, let's jump back over there. We got some snipers to take care of. They put some garbage in our way.
How dare they?
Take that. Choom.
I didn't notice that it's a force jump, right?
Yeah.
So did it take force to be able to do it?
Yep.
Which would make sense, because you and I would be able to make that jump.
Nope. Now we can jump around the junk. Oh, there's two of them. Two of those guys just committed suicide.
I saw that. That was interesting. They're like, oh, I don't want to face Anakin. I guess I'll just jump off now.
You'd rather burn to death. The good news is you can't fall off the edge.
That is good. See, that time you were able to jump right over.
Mm-hmm. I like using that force lightning because it makes them vulnerable for a quick second.
And didn't you say they couldn't block it either?
Right. Yeah. So I gotta wait for that force to regenerate a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little notch right where my force was, and it takes that one notch to be able to jump. There's like 4.5 notches on screen there.
I can see that. You're at about 2 notches right now?
Yeah.
Do you remember any of these later levels, or any of them shorter? Because I feel like all of them, since you turned to the dark side, have had that super long XP bar.
I mean, I definitely remember these being long compared to the other ones. Another thing that could be a part of that, maybe they're not nearly like walking distance as long, but because there's more enemies to dispose of, then you get more XP. So that could be a part of it.
To dispose of. Did you take that back to? There was back to there.
Oh. Oh boy, more.
able to force lightning both of them at the same time?
I don't know. Jeez. That one's dead. You can't really pick up and force push those guards very well, but it would have been nice to be able to, because if you can throw enemies into that orange like ray shield looking thing, it's like a one-hit kill. Kind of like my Masterful right now.
It was the first time I noticed you picking up a saber crystal. Like, I know you said you picked other ones up, but that was the first time I actually saw it. Pretty cool. Man, all that and he's not dead?
Well, he was almost dead from it. Goodness. These brutes just keep on coming. There you go, you can do 2 at a time.
Nice.
Uh-oh, he's gonna take a good chunk of health.
Were you hiding in the alcove so you couldn't get hit with blaster fire?
No. Going up.
You know what this level needs?
Is more brutes?
More brutes.
That's what I'm saying, is it's hard.
What you doing over there?
I don't know, I thought I could maybe throw my saber through that and hit the thing in the back so I could get the secret. But it didn't work out so well. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay, one down.
There you go.
Like he just gave up.
Yeah, it did.
Because the animation was behind a little bit.
Well, I guess you won't be getting that secret back there.
No, I guess not. No. Usually if you can get one, you can get the other. It takes patience.
I'm not very good at patience. Really?
Alright, we're getting closer to the Separatist. Need more brutes!
More brutes! I like how he's trying to swing at you when he's like 6 feet away.
You can't stop me. You can't stop
How about another one?
You're lucky there weren't two at the same time. What, is he stuck there?
Alright, there's that one. Is there gonna be another one? Oh my goodness gracious.
I was wondering when they'd show up.
They just keep coming! Yeah, enough.
No challenge at all.
I was wondering if there'd be another.
Good thing that there isn't. But they're all anxiously awaiting their death. It's great. Oh, one got away. Now they get to play Ring Around the Rosie around the table, and I get to chase them.
I can't imagine them having very large life bars. It looks like they don't have any weapons.
Nope, they're one-hit kills.
Asking you for mercy. Asking you for mercy. Yes. You won't kill me. You won't be. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. Jedi.
There's much you fail to understand.
This next part definitely wasn't in the movie. I picked up a large Bacta tank, but it didn't give me any health.
I saw that.
How's that gonna help?
Who's next?
Yeah, your health is dangerously low for a mission like this. Ooh, they tried to aim it upwards at you.
You can't beat me. You can't beat me. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Basically, we're trying to recoup some health before we actually get in there and start going after them. Because if we do one little hiccup, then we lose a ton of health. I just threw an explosive at him and it didn't do anything. And we're just destroying explosives with explosives. It's all phenom.
The ship still has full health. I'm surprised you don't throw your lightsaber.
So I like the lightning.
Does it cost force to throw your lightsaber?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because you're using the force.
Well, it seems like you're having a easier time missing the ship's shots than when you were trying to miss the people shots. So this is just a bit longer of a battle, I suppose.
Yeah. Like I said, if you're patient, you can get this one no problem.
Yeah, they're not really shooting that many shots at you either, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It seems strange that this is such a slow battle. I take it that's why you're waiting for your force lightning to get really high, so you can just hold it for a while.
Yeah.
You just took away like a quarter of its life.
Woo! Oh, man. I was like, got away with one. But not quite.
Almost. Here you go. This should be able to do it. Or, I guess, get close.
Woohoo!
Oh, come on! How long are these enemies allowed to have 0 life bar? There we go.
Whew, stressful. That was the last separatist leader.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you did. You restored peace.
I did. We got a lot of experience points to spend here, so we're gonna take care of the rest of the combat. And then we'll give him some saber throw.
You probably could have used a lot more saber throw,
Aww.
whatever you want to call that, for this prior mission.
Yeah.
And I guess for Obi-Wan too. He seemed to be using it a lot.
So now we're heading back to being Obi-Wan, where we're gonna go back to the Jedi Temple because there's that beacon that's telling the Jedi to come home, and they know that that's not a good idea. So we have to go in there and we have to turn it back off and tell them to stay away. We're approaching the level that everybody's been anticipating. I think it's the next one.
Woohoo!
And then we have the secret level after that, which is going to be a cool one to show you guys because you can only see it here in the video game.
Since I've never played the video game, that'll be brand new for me too, just like the rest of this.
Well, it's a sight to see, that's for sure.
Yeah. I did play Battlefront on PS2 when I was a kid. That was the only Star Wars game really that I played. I played Battlefront, and I also played Lego Star Wars, both on the PS2.
Both very good games. I still remember, not to get off topic of this game, but I still remember when I played Battlefront for the first time ever. I went to Blockbuster and I just overheard a guy talking about it, and he just said like how it was like the best Star Wars game that's come out in a long time, and I was like, maybe I'll try it, because looked at the back of it and I didn't quite understand what it was supposed to be like, and I took a chance on it, and I have no regrets after checking that out. There's so many times that me and my buddies played against each other, and there is a level on Cloud City. Excuse me. There's a level on Cloud City where there's kind of like a trench, and we would just duke it out, trying to push each other to have more ground. Choking on my own spit, that takes some serious skill. So it is kind of cool that Yoda is with you and you get to see him, duke it out a little bit. One of the things that's in this game that we're not going to have on the channel, just because it's really not my favorite, is the challenge modes. And in the challenge mode, you get to actually play as Yoda, which is kind of cool.
Hold your positions. Hold your positions.
Ooh.
What?
He said the Force is strong here.
Oh. So when you did do the challenge modes and you were able to play as Yoda, did it make you wish you were able to play as him the whole game?
No. I felt like it was kind of hard to play as him because of his size.
Because he can't reach very far? 'Cause he's got little arms? Like
Small swords, you gotta get really close.
T-Rex arms?
Yeah.
I think you need some cuddles.
So we're using the stun to try to stop him for a second or two. That way Yoda and I can get some nice hits in on him. There's some pesky enemies in this level coming up. I just remembered actually, and I'll point them out when they get there, but you'll probably be able to see it. Ooh, rocket launchers. They're handing my butt to me.
Who's the statue of?
Jedi of the past. Where'd Yoda go? Gotta watch my health here. Just like the other guys, you don't want to get Too cornered.
I just noticed these guys, one of them went translucent like the red droids that you were fighting earlier, and I think I realized why. It looks like they're doing it when they're in front of you, that way you can still see your character. That would make sense.
Alright, we got one down. Oh, and of course, there's another one.
One's just waiting behind the bricks for you.
See, there's just so many of these bigger enemies. That's what ramps up the difficulty.
Are there different difficulty levels for this game, or is it just one set difficulty?
I think there's different difficulties.
What did you set it to?
I don't remember. I don't think I actually did.
Just kind of the default?
Yeah, whatever it starts on.
So probably middle of the road.
There's Yoda. About time he showed back up. Where'd these guys come from? We got Masterful again. We actually earned this one. It wasn't a saber crystal. Chop his arm off.
Good time to heal.
Yeah. He said I sensed something and I found the secret there.
Nice.
Whoa. In we go. So the library's a mess.
Not the sweet old librarian.
Yes, the sweet old librarian.
Well, you're not gonna get any younger Obi-Wan.
Even though that bubble appears, kill all of them, that way you get all your XP. Yoda's over here stealing all the XP. Just like my friends taking my skills or my kills in Fortnite.
So which is it, Jeremy? You want your allies to help you? Instead of doing nothing.
I want them to distract them, and then I go in for the kill.
So you want them to sit there and do nothing?
I just said distract them. That's not nothing.
Well, if they can't fight back, then that's just sitting there doing nothing, isn't it?
No. They can fight back, just don't kill them. Uh-oh, there's another secret somewhere here.
Take him down. Take him down.
Don't really know where it is, but he said the special words.
I don't know. What planet are we on, do you know?
Coruscant.
Oh.
Keep the Jedi in your sights.
There's a secret. I'll wait till I actually need it.
Oh, you're gonna need it.
Want to play games, do you? You can actually shoot their missiles so they don't hit you.
Not if you're overheated.
Yeah, not if you're overheated, then you just gotta
Sit there and take it.
take all the damage. Alright. So we're almost there. These are the guys that are annoying. They're like ninja clones. Oh, assassins. There you go. That's why they're annoying, is because they're fast. Apparently there's an invisible wall to that hallway, so if they go in the hallway, I can't hit them. So now there's a whole bunch of them.
Jeez, it looks like you're hardly hitting anybody. 'Cause they're just dodging so much.
There's one.
These things are really fast. Holy cow. Guess they weren't fast enough.
There we go.
You gotta be quicker than that.
That's like the only time you see them in the game besides the challenge mode, so thank goodness.
See, I think they would have been really cool to see in the movies somewhere.
Or even in the shows.
Yeah.
Because they have so much room where they could have stuff.
Maybe we'll see them in the Obi-Wan show.
Maybe.
Is that even the same timeline?
If he has flashbacks.
Because that would be really cool.
Alright, so we get to upgrade Obi-Wan a little bit.
Or a lot of it.
We'll finish off his attack. So now his overall rank is Jedi Master, so that's really nice. We'll go ahead with Saber Throw, just because. And how about Force Push?
It seems like one you're using quite a bit.
So now we're at the part that we've been waiting for, the epic battle between the two of them.
Who do we get to play as?
Obi-Wan.
Oh. I was hoping you'd say Anakin.
Nope. Because you know Obi-Wan technically has to win.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Boy, wouldn't it have been a very different story if it was the other way around?
Mm-hmm. See how much health he has? That's what I was referring to earlier.
It is quite the health bar.
Yeah.
What was that?
Stunned.
Oh.
Sometimes you just try things.
Because you use it so rarely, I didn't know what it was.
Whoa. That's a pretty wicked move.
Surrender while you can. Surrender while you can. I'll do what I must to bring you to justice. This is your fault. This is your fault.
It's kind of trippy. For a second there, you were fighting in the corner with no one there, and then he was fighting in the corner with no one there. Boy, we get a lot of scenery changes for this fight.
Mm-hmm. Which is nice. They really cared about this battle.
Someone like you? That's your fail. That's not mine. Perhaps I did fail. But I won't abandon you to the dark side. That's not your decision tonight. There is no hope. They should have left you on Tatooine.
Damn.
Prophecy lie. The Force calls you home.
I'm a wee bit nervous because his health is like under half, but he still has all of his force power. I'm like, what is he gonna do with that? Oh no.
Oh, no, he didn't.
You seem to be having no problem with this battle. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. I mean, you had harder battles against, like, the brutes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
I don't know, we're just that good this time. And don't forget, we had a lot of upgrades on that last level.
This is true. Yeah. Are you using those upgrades, though?
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense, then.
Oh, here he comes.
It's time to battle! Get him! Fight!
You have masterful. I don't know if we'll be able to actually get it to work, though.
I don't know, you're pretty close. Ah, not close enough.
It's too good to be true, especially since it's 2 seconds.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! Sorry, I can't help it when I actually know the lines.
It's funny because what he said didn't match the subtitles.
No?
What he said.
I missed it. Over my own talking. Oops.
So that's how the movie ends that we know it, as far as that battle.
But wait! There's more!
Yeah, we gotta talk over this because this will probably get copyright. So we get Darth Vader rising up on the table. I still remember there was a trailer for this movie where it was the Emperor talking and he says rise, and then that's when Vader rises. And that never happened in the movie. It was the coolest thing in the trailer, and then never happened.
Well, I kind of did a similar thing, maybe not as up to that level of the cool factor, but for the Book of Boba, the trailer did not really match what we saw in the first episode in terms of, like, they took bits and pieces of the audio from the episode and combined it into sentences that weren't real, like they weren't actual scenes necessarily.
Yeah, like we kept hearing him say, I'm gonna, rule with respect. And that was always when he's around that round table with a bunch of other people. And it's been 2 episodes and we still haven't seen that.
Well, and when he did say it, he said it just to Fennec, not to the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a little bit different too. But, alright, so we get to upgrade.
So you had said a second ago, what would it be like to, or something like, imagine what it would have been like if...
Anakin won.
Yeah. Well, we get to find out.
Oh, we do? Oh, sweet!
So now we get to play as Darth Vader.
See, I was just wondering, like, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play as Anakin for this mission? I didn't realize this was the other side of things.
Yeah. So this is the secret mission where you get to play as Anakin, or Darth Vader, excuse me. And so we'll see how this ends up playing out.
This is pretty cool.
Whoa.
And in classic fashion, they reversed the life bars so that now Obi-Wan has the Mega Life Bar.
Yeah, it's so big compared to mine. But if you find the other secrets, I'm sure it's a lot more comparable.
You don't have an experience bar this time around.
No, I don't. I actually didn't notice that. That's not my name anymore.
But that's the name he wants you to have.
We both had big attacks and completely missed.
I'm assuming we're gonna have just as many scene changes
Yep.
on the other side of things. This is gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited to see how this ends. How they decided to end it for the video game, you know?
You have
So-
to wait and see.
Each level only unlocks if you beat the one before it, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So same with this one. This only unlocks if you beat the game.
Correct.
Okay. That makes sense.
Like seeing his bones. When you shock him, it shows Obi-Wan's bones.
Well, it's because he's being electrocuted, just like when you get x-rays and stuff, you know?
It's
Well,
a free X-ray exam.
not when you get x-rays, but yeah.
Yeah, I get shocked when I get my X-rays too. It's great.
People can just see your bones right through your skin, right?
Or kind of like the movie Home Alone 2, I think it is, when the dude gets shocked by the dryer or whatever it is, and you see him turn into a skeleton.
Get him!
I don't think so. Don't give in to the dark side. The Chancellor is manipulating you. You'll never defeat me. Give it up.
Boy, that lightning is a real slow burn on his health.
Yeah, it is.
You might want to heal up.
I'm working on it.
You'll pay for what you've done.
Twirl our lightsabers and not hit.
You gotta show how fancy you are wielding it. What do you mean, someone like me? I feel like Anakin's face looks kind of weird in that scene. Both times we watched it, this mission and the last mission, that one scene, it looks really weird. Like they messed up his eyebrows or something.
Could be trying to emphasize the dark side.
Maybe, but it made him look less human. It was very odd.
Now I am the master.
But are you? Are you really?
I think he is. No question.
Hmm.
Anakin Skywalker is no more. You should not have come. You should not have come here. The Force calls you home.
This is my home now.
It actually ends up being his home. Vader's castle is on Mustafar.
Stab! Meanwhile, I get pelted by lava rocks and it won't affect me at all. So here's a question for you. Do you think if you upgraded Obi-Wan in certain categories that during this fight, or in reverse, I guess, for the last fight that you just did, that like it made him stronger in those things?
I don't think so, simply because Obi-Wan is so altered by what I have him as right now. Like, his health is different, so I
Yeah.
don't see why it would follow anything else.
That's a good point.
Lay down your sword.
It really doesn't give you much time for healing.
You know?
It's a good thing you're level 3.
We're approaching the end of it.
I don't think you have any idea how excited I am to see this cutscene. Not this one, but the end one.
It is a cool one, I will say that.
So, have you decided what your finisher move's gonna be?
Whatever ends up hitting him last.
Not gonna be planned, choreographed, huh?
Yeah. These battles are hard. Like, I mean, it may look easy on screen sometimes, but, you know, actually getting a hit in on the opponent is pretty tough.
You've been doing a good job, though, making it look easy. You only died once today. Well, I should say, you only died once this game, right? It's not just today.
Correct.
Boy, your health is low. And so is his. Ah! Well, at least yours isn't blinking anymore. I spoke too soon. There you go. Boy, to hear his life bar blinking, it's like you're listening to his heartbeat fading out.
You can hear it?
I can't hear a heart, but you can hear a beep, beep. Well, can't hear anymore.
What is that? I don't know why that just happened. That's kind of funny.
It's over, Anakin. It's over. I have the high ground. I have the high ground.
He wasn't supposed to fall dead, was he?
Mm-mm.
Oh
We gotta talk over that. So, we got to see this little piece, but there's a little bit more.
What's gonna happen? All his troops are there. So exciting! Alright. Whoa! Take that, old man.
No, the galaxy belongs to me.
And
All
that
right.
would have changed Star Wars forever.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Was it just saying you unlocked more game modes or something?
Yeah, so I'll briefly show you guys some of this other stuff. That way you can at least see, you know, where it is and whatnot. So if you go to single player and bonus missions, there's a couple of different missions here that you can play through. This one in particular is pretty cool because you get to be actually Darth Vader and fight Ben Kenobi. So it's kind of a cool dynamic. This one you play as Yoda, Anakin, Grievous, and Grievous's bodyguards. You get to play as those different characters.
Is that Anakin on Mustafar any different than the one you just did?
No, it's more, well, it's kind of like a horde mode or a wave where they keep coming and coming kind of a thing. Multiplayer, there is a cooperative mode where you can play together with a friend and do some of these missions. But there's also a versus mode where you and a friend get to pick who you want to be, and then you can duke it out. So there is Ben Kenobi and Vader from A New Hope, so that's pretty cool to see. And also the ones that we fought against during the campaign. So Syndralig, Sarah, Mace Windu, Grievous, Dooku, and obviously the two that we've been playing as.
But we won't play that here on the channel because Jeremy's afraid to lose.
Oh, no. She would lose miserably.
I think not.
But that's pretty much all the other extra stuff that you can do in this game. Otherwise, you can replay the single player, find all the secrets, obviously, and then get as much XP as you possibly can.
Finish upgrading your characters.
Yep. Or if you're like me, I just like playing the duel stuff. Those are my favorite parts. So, yeah, that is Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. That was on the Xbox. You can also play it on the PS2. There is a Game Boy Advance and a Nintendo DS version. We may have the Game Boy Advance version here on the channel in the future. You can kind of see those comparisons between the two. The overall like system of the game, if you want to call it that, where you like play levels, upgrade your character, you know, with the experience points. That's all in the Game Boy Advance version as well. But it's a 2D scroller, which is actually like a really cool way to play video games. That's how old school stuff was. So, like I said, look forward to that in the future. We're done with this game because, like I said, we wrapped it up. So, I'm not sure what we're going to play next yet, but you can look forward to that hopefully very soon. Please put recommendations that you would like to see in the future in the chat below, or not the chat, in the comments below. I did mention earlier that Fallen Order 2 is coming out. It would be very cool to do a playthrough of the first one with you guys before that new one comes out. Also, Lego Star Wars is coming out, so we will be doing that on the channel, guaranteed. So look forward to that. And the way you can look forward to it is by turning on your notifications. That way you are alerted when more of these videos drop, especially that Lego Star Wars video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop us a like if you like this video, and drop us a comment letting us know what games you want to see in the future here on the channel. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.